Hi, well, welcome back. I'm just going on a knocked loose binge here, so we're gonna check out "Don't Reach for Me," suggested by Warcry for the Fallen and Desmilad. Thank you so much. Knocked Loose was so cool, so I just have to listen more to it. So I thought this video right here would be Knocked Loose, and the next one would be the live performance on Jimmy Kimmel. So here we are. "Don't Reach for Me." Let's go. See what this is. You got the same kind of grainy video that we saw in the last one. All right. What a start. Those guitars were so incredible and so mean. Like, you get those sounds from the guitar where it sounds muddy, but in a good way. Usually muddy is like a sound you don't want from a guitar, but this sounds so gritty and so nasty. It's absolutely great. It actually kind of reminded me of the intro of a King 810 song called what is it? Heavy Lies the Crown. I think it's called. I'm gonna link that in the description. All right, you know what? We're just gonna run it all the way back to where that intro started because that was too good. All right, let's go. This is absolutely fucking awesome. The same thing with "Don't Reach for Me," with the song they did with Poppy. You get these changes in the beat that happens quite frequently, and I think that is so cool. And some people commented as well that they have sort of like this mixed relationship to the vocals of "Knocked Loose," that it sounds like he's perhaps not necessarily cut out for it, or his voice isn't really the best fit, but people seem to like it anyways. And I think that really is one of the things that really make Knocked Loose unique, at least in terms of what I've heard, because the vocals they're so intense and they sound so genuine, because the scream, like, it's not the type of scream that you hear and you think that there's a whole lot of technique that goes into it. I mean, it is, because they're obviously able to do these live shows and everything, so he's not ruining his voice in any way, but it sounds like a desperate scream. Like just so guttural, like all the way from down below with all the power he has. That's what it sounds like. And I think that's such a huge compliment to everything of the rest of the song, the rest of the instruments. So I think it's great. I love the vocals on this. It just... Sometimes you don't need the refined. You don't need the beautiful voice. You just need that gritty, nasty thing to just take you on something, show you something different than what you're used to. All right, let's go. Like I'm holding our breath all the time because it's so intense. The energy of this song and how hard it punches. Like I'm wearing a headset, but it feels like the whole room is just filled with the sound and it just hits you in the chest with a might. It's so great. I love it when bands do that. It's so much energy. It's like, let's make something and we're not going to hold back for a second. We're just going to ram it and everything else just needs to get out of the way. That's sort of the feeling I get with this. But yeah, the transition from what sounded like the chorus as well into sort of the bridge between the chorus and the next verse, that was incredible as well. So nasty and so heavy. It is like being hit in the chest with a steel beam. That's what it feels like. Even though I'm just sitting here listening to music, it seems like there is a physical ramification that's going on. It's great. Oh. Jesus Louises, I just need to stop. There's so much to unpack there. Those stops that they do. Of course, I love those stops. They're so impactful, especially when you have all the sound coming back in with the bass and the drums and everything just punches you right after the stop. But I love how they do this change that I've heard other bands do as well, but here it works perfectly well as well. They just do the second verse and then the bass gets to take a little more space and then the guitars jump in with some more like not so much distorted guitars, just playing these almost like rhythmic, almost like reggaeton notes. It kind of gives me a vibe that that would be something that like System of a Down would do back in the day, which is great. And it just changes the whole dynamic of the song. And then when they get into the heavier part and the breakdown and those chugs on the guitar when everything else was like kind of quiet and the guitar got a lot of space to just be in its own space, those chugs, you know, it sounds like the guitarist is about to just rip the strings apart with the pick. Like you can hear how much force goes into the pick on the strings. And that translates to the sound so incredibly well. And I hear it and I get all like, I get so incredibly stoked. We're going to run it back a little more than what we usually do, because that was, yeah. Let's listen to that breakdown again. Are you ready? Let's go. That was one of the coolest songs I've heard in a hot minute. Holy heck. Don't reach for me, not loose. Desmilat, Warcry for the Fallen. Thank you so much for suggesting this. This was a great song. Holy my. So many things here, so many elements that are just incredible. And I think the vocals in this song worked even better than the first song I heard. What can I say? I mean, the chugs, the breakdown, the energy, just the mix, the entire mix, and how heavy this is, and just how they change and how they compose the song from start to finish with all these little dynamic changes to the song. It just creates this whole unique sound, and you feel like every step of the way you're hearing something new, maybe with the exception of the chorus. The chorus is kind of similar, and you hear the guitar start to play a little more notes as well, different notes. Typical, a little more melodic in the chorus, but that is just so welcome in a song that is otherwise just blasting you on the low notes and just creating this intense experience. I gotta go out and drive soon, and this is definitely the song I'm gonna be putting on when I go out to drive. Gosh, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. This was freaking amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna check out the live performance as well after this one, and I'll hope you come back for that as well. So I'll see you then. Goodbye. Did I say take care of yourself? Take care of yourself.